right, today we're going to be making angel food cake, and you have a recipe on page 1082 that I want you to follow the technique for. This cake, as is, makes, according to it, 5 cakes. I don't want 5 cakes, but I know in the past, when I've made this recipe, just knowing this recipe, those cakes, if I just did 1/5 of all of this, it's not going to be big enough for me because I've got a pretty big cake pan. So I'm actually going to be doing about 1/3 of the recipe today so that I get this nice and tall, impressive cake, hopefully. And so I've already done our math here, 1/3 of this recipe over here. If you look at the ingredients here, save the cake flour, we've got a pretty similar recipe to when we made meringues for Eton Mess, right? We've got sugar, we've got cream of tartar, salt, egg whites, and vanilla. And we're doing a technique which is fairly similar with whipping. So a lot of the same rules are going to apply for this recipe. For example, we're going to be using whisk attachment, and we want to make sure that the attachment and the bowl are free of any grease or fat and that it's clean, right? Because the egg whites won't be able to whip properly unless we have those things clean. We're using cream of tartar to help stabilize those egg whites, and we're going to be introducing the sugar slowly. And also I'm warming up my eggs like I did when I made meringue, so that those whites can be warmed up and those proteins can be a little bit more elastic, thereby giving me a bit more volume in my cake. Okay, and then I've got, just in case you have one at home, if you're making this recipe for this assignment today, a angel food cake tube pan. I really like this one because of the little feet on it, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And I've got a bottom that comes out as well. All right, let's get started.